Good morning, everybody. It's Cowboy. It is Thursday, Halloween, spooky Halloween, and it is 8:30 a.m. EST. We just had a bunch of data come out, so shoot, I forgot to share the screen. One of my consultants, one of my cohorts, actually, he's a buddy of mine who's really good at YouTube. He says you gotta have your screen shared by the time that it's on. You gotta have it up. Oh well, I screwed up. Here we go. Yeah, not a lot of effect on the charts so far, so the news must not be that big. This is the euro versus the dollar. It's a good place to look at whether or not whatever news comes out affects the chart. And let me go ahead and zoom in a bit. Let's do it like this. Again, apologies for not having it ready. Let's see here. Little zoomy. There we go. Now you guys can see the numbers. You can see the numbers. All right, so yeah, I mean, look, you see this big wick. I mean, that's on the 5-minute chart. Not a lot of action yet, but you know what? It's early. The data just came out. Oh, we got somebody making a speech here. Let me shut that off. Looks like it's probably going to continue up so far. Let's look at what the news was. It was like 4 events. You have core PCE came out as expected. Employment cost index quarterly just a little below expected. Unemployment claims a little below expected. So that's it. So everything's kind of in line with expectation, more or less. And remember, here's the thing about it. I know that these numbers are probably fudged, and I know that they're going to maybe have a revision in a few months. I know all these things, but it doesn't matter. We're traders. We don't care about that. Like, we can care about that when we're not trading, right? That's stuff that can matter when we're not trading. So then I can tell you that it looks like the charts are going to continue in whichever direction they were originally going to go. That's what it looks like to me, and that's going to be up. Let's see if it's worth looking at a trade here. We're looking at like a big turnaround from a big move. So if I were to design a trade right here, and it might be worth it, and I'll show you why. We got a big move down. I'm going to map this move down on the euro, right? Map it down. And those of you at Algo Factory are going to know already what I'm doing, but I'm putting a Fibonacci tool on this, okay? And that's going to give us a basic idea of where price may want to return to on the upside. And then I'm going to put a fixed range on here. It's going to be on that same impulse that I mapped with the yellow line, right? It's just a little nickels with the free education here. Fixed range. And then we're going to see where the volume nodes are. And the most likely place for price to go is going to be right here, right there. Right, so where the volume nodes pop out, and this is above the 382, below the 618. It would normally, it might want to go all the way up here. It might, but what we're looking at here on a high time frame, and let me take off all this volume data now that we have got that volume data and we have all the rest of it. This is a big giant M patterns, and I've been talking about this for weeks now because these types of this is a high time frame formation. Let me grab my path here. This is a big M formation, and those take a long time on a daily, on a weekly chart. And there's a good chance what it's going to do is return up to grab this liquidity right here at the bottom of that M, and that's going to be right around the top of this volume node. So I would have a target in that volume node, and then I would look for a pullback up to that. So if you go to a lower time frame like the half hour, it's going to demonstrate a little more granularly what our opportunities are, right? So if I were to design some trades on this, we had a nice pullback. So I probably would long based on that pullback, and then this structure. Let me show you. Actually, I would have gotten into this last night, but when about 9:30 p.m. my time hit, I was so exhausted I could not stay awake because I had gotten up very early the day before. But these are the two structures. Let's redo this one here. These are the two structures I'd look at to design my stop. This move, this little look down here, right there, and this top right here. So I would design my stop loss based on that. and then my take profit would be up, here. It wouldn't be quite as high as the bottom of the M right here. It would be where the volume nodes are, and it's below the 618. And that's how my stop loss would be designed right there. And that's a nice 2-to-1. That's a nice trade. I'll take that. I'll take that right now. I'm gonna have to do something here on another screen. And let me give me a second here. Okay. That drawing did not transfer. Okay, that's on a 3-hour. That's why. Just randomly have disco music in my head. It's because it just sometimes stuff just pops up on your whatever, your YouTube. Okay, well, now I'm gonna pop on here this trade, and this is not going to be a full size position. I'm going to allow price to possibly come back down and grab a better entry. So I'm going to enter like maybe a half size trade right here, and I'm going to do it at 8 tonight. All right, good. Okay, well that trade's on. Let me fix the this here. V the Guerilla, how are you, sir?
Hey man, what's going on, guys? How are you?
Doing good. Just took a trade on the euro now that like a week and a half of indecision is finally finished up. So we're at a trade that I've been stalking alive going back to the beginning of the month, really. So 2 or 3 weeks worth of waiting for this trade. Finally, it's happened. It actually happened last night, but it happened last night, and I was awake when it happened. But well, kind of. Right as the opportunity verified itself, I had fallen asleep like 2 hours before that. I've gotten up so early yesterday, and I didn't take any. Saw your message there. Thank you, V. I didn't.
You're welcome.
Yeah, only for you. So,
Yes.
so yeah, I was so exhausted, man. I told my wife, I'm like, I know it's only like 9 o'clock, but I can't. I literally need to fall asleep like right now. So, she gave me a chiropractic adjustment because that's what we do at night. I give her a chiropractic adjustment. That's one of the things we do at night, and then I just freaking crashed. So
I typically do
I missed
hot water enemas at night before I go to bed.
Yeah, you can't do coffee enema. That's only in the morning because it'll wake
That's
you
only in
up.
the morning. Scalding hot water enemas right before going to bed is, very relaxing.
Shit, dude, a scalding hot water enema wake you up any time of day, bro. You'd be running in circles around the house.
It depends, man. Depends.
Like freaking trip out like Yosemite Sam.
Mhm.
All right, good. Well, that's that. We'll take a brief look at Bitcoin. We got a couple minutes yet left. Just glad I got that trade on. Let me label these stops here. So here's the thing, like, we're not like a signal service. We don't say, hey, take our trades. That's not what we do here, but I will take trades live. And you have to watch out for people who will not take trades live, people who do these kinds of shows and they just talk about all their wins and they never actually show it. All right, so BTC USD. Those are the people you got to watch out for. I don't want to say any names. All right, good. So Bitcoin holding up nicely. I still think it will pull back a bit to the 68 region. That still seems like, well, at least that's what I thought yesterday. Let's see what's going on in the charts. I mean, look, here's the thing about it. Bitcoin could do anything, right? As it stands, the liquidity, or as it stood yesterday, this is the liquidity. The liquidations are down in that area. And there's a decent chance that after this big hard move up, it's going to want to pull back. And these nodes right here are liquidations. But what we're going to do is we're going to delete these and we're going to redraw them because those could be different now, right? I don't want to delete the line though, because those are my Fib numbers down here. So this is my Fibonacci numbers, these blue lines. So let's go ahead and see where the liquidity is, and then we'll do a quick analysis. We'll jump over to the private live lab. In fact, I'm going to turn that on right now. Give me just a moment here. Any of my disco heads are going to know what that is. All right. Good. We got the live lab turned on. Okay. So let's get rid of this. Open that up. Do a quick refresh. Now we'll see where the liquidity nodes are. That's chances are where price is going to go as long as price wants to go in that direction. And most liquidity right now, there's some right below price, like sitting at about 71,650, I think. 71.7. So a little sliver at 71.7, but most of it is going to be sitting between 68,000 and 69.3, which is pretty much like yesterday. I don't think that's much of a change. So you got 68,000 roughly to 69.3 right about here. And then you got this little sliver. What do we say? It's 71.7. It's a little sliver right there. So good chance that price will, let's do this real quick. Good chance that price will come down here like soon, just to grab some quick liquidity lunch. Right here at about 71.7. That'll be like a quick move down. Let's do this, that, this. All right, and then it very well likely, very likely is going to pop down to grab liquidity 68,000 before it heads back up to test the all-time high. But that was a strong all-time high test, and the fact that price hasn't even come down to the 382 yet shows that the bulls are definitely like. They're pushing hard. The bears can't sell this off yet. And I can tell you right now, typically in a bull market, the bears get slaughtered. That's how that works. The bears with Bitcoin get punished shorting. So I would not be shorting at all for any reason. Price could just continue up. We may never see this pullback. And that's just how that works. So we're going to go over the Guerilla, sir. Can you take us off of this and we'll go over to the private live lab?
Absolutely. Oh, guys, listen, here's the deal. Join us, the most prolific trading group, for less than the price of a bottle of water. We'll not only teach you how to trade, but we'll teach you how to build the algorithms that trade on your behalf 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, as well as knowing the macro and future forecast before it even happens. We are the ones. Join us, algofactory.tech.
Join us or die.